Coming into your YouTube airways, I'm Vaughn, the Statman, and welcome to the Stat Room. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Vaughn the Statman, and you can follow me on Twitter at VonnTheStatman. And guys, check out my website, vonnthestatman.com. And these are some of the top dunks from the 2024 to 2025 NBA season. So without wasting any more of you guys' time, let's break it down. Welcome back, DFS community. I'm Vaughn, the Statman, and thanks again for joining me on this DFS journey of ours, and I have some solid picks in store for you today. And these picks, guys, they go up, they go down, not by much, maybe 0.5 to 1 point. So I recommend trying to get your picks in. If you believe the picks are going to go up, then you can get them in early. I believe you can get your picks in about an hour before game, before the lock. And in this series, OKC has switched their starting lineup twice. So you might want to see who's starting first before you actually put your picks in. And also, guys, if this is your first time watching me, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button because you're gonna love me. And also, guys, when you're doing pick'ems, if you want to understand how you lose, I just did a video recently that explains why you lose and why Prizepicks wins. So go check that video out. And also, guys, this is Parlay Play, guys. You can use my code VonnTheStatman because you want to have an account on Parlay Play, Underdog, as well as Prizepicks. Now, guys, for the next 7 days, I will not be in my normal location. So where I'm at for the next 7 to 9 days, I will not have access to Prizepicks. I can't even see the platform. They're not even letting me look at it. So the video will be done on Parlay Play and Underdog. All right, guys, without wasting any more of you guys' time, let's get right into it. All right, so what do we know about OKC versus Indiana? What we do know is that both teams won on the other team's home floor. The series is tied 2-2, and Halliburton is looking like the best point guard in the NBA, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is looking like the best scorer in the NBA. The role players have been consistent. They've been doing what they're supposed to do. It's certain aspects of the game where role players play good and certain aspects where they play bad. And that's been consistent. So what do we know about OKC? What Indiana is doing with OKC, they're playing Shai Gilgeous-Alexander full court, and they're taking away his energy. So what OKC did in the last game, they decided to play Shai Gilgeous-Alexander less minutes in the first half so he can close in the second half. So with that being the case, guys, if we go down and we look at Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, like on Parlay Play, they don't really have the first half fantasy score. But guys, if you have Prizepicks, normally his first half fantasy is 27.5. Take the under on the first half fantasy because I believe they're going to do the same thing they did in the last game, because when something works, you repeat it. Take Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to go under 27.5 first half fantasy. Or if you don't like that pick, another pick that I love is for Shai to go under 46.5 points, rebounds, and assists. All right, guys, so let's go on over and get our next pick. If you like the video so far, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment. If you haven't played on Parlay Play, you are missing out because they got some of the best picks in the industry. I love the value here, guys. If you go over to Parlay Play, you use my code and sign up, they'll match you up to $100, and they'll give you an additional $5, and they'll give you a free protected pick. Go check this site out, guys. It's one of the best platforms out there. So without wasting any more of you guys' time, let's get into the last pick. All right, guys, so we're going to look at a second pick from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Now, they got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander at 55.5 fantasy score. And when I look at what Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is averaging in this series, this is a very pricey pick, guys. This is very, very pricey. He typically gets about 54 at home. So the smart bet would be to take the under but I would say stay away from his fantasy because you don't know how many steals and blocks he eats. Shay can come out here and get 4 steals and a block. So don't deal with the fantasy, but just for video purposes, I'm going to say take the under. But when you're putting your money up, stay away from his fantasy. Now, if his fantasy is at 52.5, that's when you take the over. But once it gets to 54, 55, just leave it alone, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't have an account on Underdog, you can use my code V8 Sports, and Underdog will match you up to $1,000 on your first deposit. So guys, use my code and get this money. Okay guys, so the purpose of this segment is to show you guys what is the difference between a power play and a flex play, and how to actually put it into your lines. So once you have all your picks, you have to select at least 3 to do a flex. Now, power plays are not the plays that I recommend, but I can never tell anybody how to gamble. But I know that if you do the power plays, you will probably be adding money quite frequently on Prizepicks, so you can do what you want with your money. The flex plays, I like it. Whenever I do 3 picks or more, I do a flex. So once you have your pick selected, you go down underneath your last pick and click on the box that says flex play, and you're all set. All right, guys, so let's finish breaking down this video. All right, guys, so we're going to finish this video off on Underdog. This is what I'll be using for the next 9 days, guys, so let's get right into it. So we're going to look at Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. For his PRA, I like him to go under his PRA of 46.5, but I love him to crush the fantasy at 54.55. So whichever pick you want, I believe he gets about 57 to 58. That's about what he averaged at home against this team. And they have played him tough the last 2 games. So you could take the fantasy score. I'm going to take him to go higher on 54.55. But again, I like him to go under 46.5 PRA. So for our last pick, guys, let's go down and get Obi Toppin, who crushed in the last game. He went crazy with 17.7 rebounds and 1 assist. I don't think he comes anywhere close to that. We're going to take Obi Toppin to go under 17.5 points, rebounds, and assists. So that is going to be it, guys. You got Toppin to go lower than 17.5 points, rebounds, and assists. And we got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to go higher than 54.5 fantasy score. So that's it. So don't forget to win-win. That means give people what they want so you can get what you want. And don't forget to think and ink. That means write it down so that way it can come true. Good hunting on this NBA Finals Game 5 slate. Love you guys.